Ich bin der Andreas Felsl, ich bin der Geschäftsführer von Horage und eins von meinen Hobbys ist geistiges Eigentum. When I came into the watch industry, I was chasing hundreds of a millimeter, like business. And in the watch industry, I really had to understand that we are chasing microns. So you squeeze the finger and that's a thousandth of a millimeter in between. You have to imagine when you deal with this size of components, you know, the temperature in the workshop goes up for 1 or 2 degrees, the machine's getting a little bit larger. Out of a sudden, 2-3 thousandths of a millimeter gone, watch doesn't work. And it is as hard as I say here. When you want to play Champions League, you better be independent in this industry. And when we want to play in this league, or anybody who wants to play in the Champions League, will have to have an own mechanical movement, because this is what the hobbyists and the buyers and the fan base expect. And we set the bar as a very small company amongst a couple of very big companies in controlling our own movement technology. So we proved that it's possible, that you can do that. And we are super proud of it. Yeah, it is extremely hard to do that, but it's possible. And I believe if you want to call yourself a watch company, you need to prove, at least in one really difficult segment, to be excellent. And we choose probably the most difficult, which is the movement. We actually sank 3 companies on this journey to get to this movement. And then, of course, you just sometimes think, are you stupid? What are you doing here? But at the end of the day, it's never an option to give up. Yeah, we needed a couple of years longer and a couple of millions more to get to the point. When you make that decision, you have to pull through. You know, courage is about risk, and risk has a price. And if you know your stuff, then for other people it looks like big courage, but for the ones who know their stuff, it's just about risk. We took a calculated risk because we knew that if silicon technologies will be the future, and I was pretty sure that it is, then we need to get involved as early as possible, no matter what type of patents are around. And we need to find our way through. A patent is not valid just because it's granted. You know, some people don't understand that. And you need to make your way around this minefield of formal intellectual property. And that's what we did. And after 10 years, I would say, we are the ones who really know how to deal with it, and we master it, and this makes our products today competitive. Yeah. There's nothing more powerful than a good idea, because it drives your actions into the future. And that's what always was my thing. I hope I never have to go into retirement or something like this. Where should Horage, or where should this end? In the best possible case, it never ends, because we will probably find a very good management team which can carry this brand into the future. Because brands are the only thing in the world of business which are here to stay. And if you do this in the right way, I think you can create something which is around for 100 years or 150 years, who knows? So that's, yeah, a lasting company which gives people good jobs and produces excellent products which people can enjoy. That's, I think, should be a good target. Eigentlich heißt man ja dann Vorstand, oder? Geschäftsführer, der Geschäftsführer. Der Chef. Eigentlich der Chef. Nein, der Geschäftsführer ist gescheiter. Chef sind die anderen. Genau.